Saxco? How do I call you?
선,
Son.
선이라고 합니다.
Son. Nice to meet you. 만나서 반가워요. Very
네,
good.
반가워요.
All right. Welcome back, Isa. Yeah. Let's wait.
안녕하세요, 선생님.
안녕하세요, Isa. How are you? How you been?
Oh, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, try to manage. Yeah, the schedule is yeah, as you guys know, now I'm in Korea and I keep giving classes and my day and night are changed. So normally I wake up in the nighttime and the daytime I normally sleep. Yeah, it's a pretty difficult to be honest with you actually because yeah, I cannot fully enjoy there's a no time to go some places in the daytime because of busy to sleeping. But well, as you know, it's a pandemic, so nothing to go anyway. Yeah, so yeah, just like that. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, let's wait maybe 2 more minutes and let's start. Okay. Meanwhile waiting, I will explain how today class gonna go. So for sure, like Isa, you already knew because you've been in several classes. But for example, Petra or Sam, it's your first time to joining, right?
Yes,
So I will explain for Sam and Petra. So normally our class having a conversation, like I make it as a pair for students and they normally having a conversation and I mean just between there managing, like helping. But today, as you guys picked the topic for cultural experiences, probably today we're not going to make a pair work. We are just going to make a speech, each one of you. And after, if we have more time, for sure, I will providing some time. I will provide some time for conversation later. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far?
없습니다.
아주 좋아요. Very good. Very good. Okay. So before jumping, I will quickly share my story. So as you guys know, I'm a Korean and but I'm living in Mexico. So here's a very interesting story. One of my Mexican friend, she had a Korean boyfriend. Right now they broke up suddenly, but this Korean boy doesn't know much about the Mexican culture. Maybe probably some of you doesn't know. So let me briefly explain to you. Mexican, they love having a parties. And normally when they have a parties till 5 a.m., like a whole night. That's normal. So this Korean boy doesn't know about that, but his girlfriend, which is a Mexican girl, she invited him to one of her friends' party, and they went together. And it seems like he enjoying it very well for the parties, and he looks happy. But here's the thing, actually. Normally, Korean, we don't deny or we don't express something we don't like. Is it because further maybe we can put that as a reputation, or maybe we can put that as how we educated for being a polite. So for example, if you suggest me, hey, do you want an apple juice or do you want an orange juice? Even I want an apple juice, I will say just give me anything available. Yeah, for being a polite. So for that perspective, try to understand. He went to Mexican party. He want to go to sleep. He's tired, but he couldn't say anything to his girlfriend or party's owner. Like normally when you get tired, you say to the party owner, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna go home. Yeah, goodbye, we just go. Or maybe you can sleep on the couch, but he didn't because he thinks sleep in the couch, that's rude. Or just saying to the owner, I want to go home, that's also rude. But he made a very good poker face actually. So everyone like look at him and they having fun with him, and he looks very fun and positive. But you know what happened after that? So party finished at 5 a.m. and they trying to go back home. This Mexican girl and her Korean boyfriend. And this Korean boy starting get angry and complaining to his girlfriend. And this girlfriend reaction was, what the hell is going on? You was just 5 minutes ago, you was happy, but why you're get upset right now? I don't understand. And that's what happened. What this Korean boy complained was like, why the party so go long and you didn't notice me, and this person was rude to me, but I was keep pretending like a kind person. Yeah, like he take it out everything to his girlfriend after the party. So I would like to say that is because of cultural differences. They didn't understand about the culture, or maybe different personality, or maybe different education where they grow up, I believe. So this kind of example is what I'm going to expecting from today's class for each one of you on the speech. Okay, let me ask you one more time. Any questions so far? Good. So, yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah, now let me share my screen. So let me show you. Here we go. Here's a today class. Yeah, okay. So everyone unlock the mute. Try to say 문화차이들.
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 Good. Rest of you unlock the mute. Say.
문화차이들.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. So 문화. Yes, thank you. Yes, 문화 is a cultural. 문화 is a culture, actually, simply culture. And the 차이 is a difference. And the third make it plural, so became a differences. So literal translation will be culture differences, but the we do literal translation became a cultural differences. Yeah, okay. So I just gave you the example, Korean who living in Mexico. Well, that wasn't my actual own experience. That was experience of my friend, but I'm pretty sure you guys are understood what is the concept we wanted to talk. Yeah. Okay. Let me quickly check your guys' name actually. Okay, so Sun, and Petra, and Isa, and Yesenia, and Wase. Okay, Wase is missing. Let me just put the Wase's name. Give me a few seconds. Wase. Here we go. Wase from Ethiopia, right?
Yes.
Very good. Perfect. And the Leah is one who missing, I guess, I believe. Yeah, okay, let me erase it. Okay, so yeah, let's go in this order. Okay, Yesenia, you are going to go first.
Okay.
When you're ready, share with us. Of course, in Korean.
Okay. 한국 친구 많았어요? 미국에서 한국 친구 많았어요. So 미국에서 at first. 친구 같이 밥 먹었어요. 레스토랑 식당에서 밥 먹었어요.
Very good. 식당에서.
먹었어요. 공부했어요. Together.
Together we say 같이. Towards say 같이.
같이 공부했어요. 이 친구가 우리 집에 갔어요. So we were hanging out by 2 months.
Hanging together 2 months.
Yeah.
우리는 같이 2개월 hanging around together 2개월 같이 어울렸어요. About the detailed explanation I will give you later. Let me just change the different colors so I will not forget and can explain to you. Okay, let me put the blue color. Okay, continue.
그러지만 저 페루 I had to go back to Peru. 그러지만
페루를 돌아가야 했어요. Yeah, don't worry. As I said, I'm going to give you explanation later, but this is the sentence that what you're trying to say. But I have to go back to Peru. Continue.
저 일, the date. 저 이 친구 and his boyfriend.
친구와 친구의 남자친구.
Barbecue, Korean barbecue, Korean, 한국, I don't know.
한국
barbecue.
식당. It was a restaurant or just a barbecue meal?
Just barbecue meal.
Okay.
Korean barbecue restaurant. Korean barbecue restaurant.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we can go this way. 삼겹살 식당.
At the end, the point at the end when we say bye bye, we give an hug each other. So I wanted to, but she say, I remember to say no. This is too soon. So she say bye.
Wait. So let me check. Did I understand well? So at the end of the meal, when you guys are about to separate, like go back home each other's home,
yeah,
you
because
said,
it was our last time seeing each other. I had to come back to Peru and she had to come back to Korea.
And what did you respond? Sorry, how did you respond?
I intended to try to hang out to ask her, give her a hug, but she rejected.
Sorry, yeah, I think I have some audio problem again.
Yeah. So at the end of the night, I tried to ask her, but she rejected me, saying like it's too some Koreans keep distance, and I was like, okay. But
you mean you were trying to hug her or hug him or something?
No. Hug her, only her.
Hug her. Okay, I understand. Okay. Yeah. 밥 먹고 헤어질 때, 밥 먹고 헤어질 때, 허그 인사를 했어요. 그런데 한국 친구가 아직 너무 일러요라고 했어요. Okay, very good. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Let me give a feedback. All right, yeah. So sentences are good, actually. Well done. What I'm going to make a red color is the editing part. Yeah. So first, 미국에서 한국 친구 만났어요. Yeah, I would like to add particle, 한국 친구를 만났어요. Remember when sentence finish with the verb, make sure put the particle, not the adjective when finished with the verb. Yeah. And continue. 친구 같이 식당에서 밥 먹었어요. In this case, we have to add another grammar called the 친구와 같이. 친구와 같이. Yeah, in English, it does not make sense, but that's how Korean works. For example, 친구와 같이. If you say, let me put it here. 친구와 같이 and 친구 같이. The meaning is completely different, actually. 친구와 같이 meaning will be with friends. Sorry. But the 친구 같이 is like a friend. Like a friend, which means like I wanna be pretty like my friend. Example. But this one, we the friend, like go someplace, we the friend, like that. Remember, just a one simple syllable change, make change everything. Yeah. Okay. So 친구와 같이 식당에서 밥 먹었어요. Ate meal with my friend. And I'm not sure this part actually 같이 공부했어요. We better say 공부 study, did a study, but study where? University?
Yes.
Okay.
We were a student. We were both students.
Very good. In the case, we better mention about the 대학교에서 같이 공부했어요. All together. I recommend you. And continue. 이 친구가 우리 집에 instead of 갔어요, I recommend you 왔어요 because it is your home. So we better say he, my friends, came to my home instead of went. And continue. 우리는 같이 2개월 어울렸어요. Here's explanation. Yeah. 어울리다 is a together around. Sorry, together around. And the 2개월 is for counting a month. 개월 is the quantity now for the month. And the E is a number 2. So 2 months. And the 2 months gather around, we did gather around because of 우리, we, and the 같이 together. That's a structure. And continue. 그렇지만, however, 페루를 돌아가야 했어요. We better say, who's the one go back to Peru? It is you, Yesenia. So we better say, 나는 페루로 돌아가야 했어요. And continue. Yeah, this part. 돌아가야 했어요 is from the verb 돌아가다. 돌아가다 is to return. Return. And the 야하다 is the grammar called must to about the verb. So let me put this way. Verb plus 야하다. Must about the verb. Yeah. So we must go back to the Peru. Who's the one go back? I am the one. I must go back to the Peru. So continue. I'm not sure what you mentioned about this part. 저일. I think this is what you're trying to say. 저의 친구와. So I'm just gonna deal with this part. So 저의 친구와 친구의 남자친구. We better add the particle as well. Yeah, and continue. 한국 삼겹살 식당에서. 삼겹살 literal translation will be pork belly. But when normally Korean trying to say the barbecue restaurant, we normally say 삼겹살 식당. Like for example, like that. If you want to say to Korean, let's go to Korean barbecue restaurant, we normally say this way. 삼겹살 먹으러 가요 or 삼겹살 먹어요 simply. Let's go. Yeah. Even it's not the pork belly. Even you go there for eating beef as a Korean barbecue style, it is okay to say 삼겹살. Yeah, because it's in generally presenting like a iconic Korean barbecue. Continue. 밥 먹고 헤어질 때 hug 인사를 했어요. Yeah, this part. hug 인사. Yeah, which is a greeting with a hug 인사. Which is what normally Peruvian does, right? Like they hugging and they kiss to each the both side of the cheek. Is that correct, Yesenia?
Yes, and I mean, this is like an important situation because we are not seeing each other again. So
Yes, but this Korean trying to put the distance on you, right? And here we go. 그런데 내 한국 친구가 my Korean friend said 아직 너무 일러요. This part. 아직 means yet. 너무 too much or too many. Doesn't matter about the countable, incountable. And the continue 일러요 is from the verb 이르다, which is a too early. Yeah. So and the continue 라고 했어요. This 라고 하다 we call the quotation. 라고 하다. Quotation. Yeah. So normally you are using those comillas. In Spanish we call the comillas. I don't know how to say in English. Sorry about that. Yeah, comilla. So comilla plus 라고 하다, it became a quotation. Remember quotation? Like in English translation will be this man said, or he said, or my friend said. You are borrowing other person's speech. We're using quotation, and this is a grammar of quotation. Yeah, that will be the things actually. And yeah, thank you so much, Yesenia. This is a great example that like a cultural difference is experienced. Thank you. Okay. Any question so far? Any one of you? Any question?
네,
질문 있어요.
네, Yesenia, do you have a question?
just personal. Is it normal? Is it, or maybe it was a special case?
To be honest with you, it is normal. Yeah.
Okay, because
even you having a relationship 2 months with the Korean, we normally not get used to it, the physical contact. Yeah, unless with a lover. With a lover, we are okay to contact him physically, but the skinships we call. But with the friends, each other, it's a bit too much as a Korean actually. Yeah, two Koreans.
okay, I get it. I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, thank you so much. Any one of you other question? Just give me a few seconds, sorry. Let me just make everyone's mute, and can you unlock the mute and say again, please? Give me a second. Okay, yeah. All right, who's have a question? Sam, right? Sam?
Yes. 우리는 같이 2개월 어울렸어요. 있는 우리 같이 2개월 같이 지냈어요. 같은 의미일까요?
Can you say one more time? Sorry, I couldn't understand. Sorry, because there was a noisy. Sorry about that. Yeah.
So, 우리는 같이 2개월 어울렸어요. 그러면 이렇게 말할 수 있어요. 우리는 2개월 같이 지냈어요.
Very good question. Okay, so answer is yes and no. Actually, yes and no. The reason why 2개월 어울렸어요 is gather around, and 2개월 같이 지냈어요. 지내다 is to stay, right? Infinitive verb 지내다, to stay. So we stayed it together. It sounds like that. So it will have a two different meaning. First meaning, yes, the same as gather around. But another meaning is became a roommates, or became the living together in the same place. So that is why my answer is a yes or no. But more specifically, you can use this sentence as gather around, but in that case, I will recommend you explain a little bit more for understanding what meaning you use from the context. That will be my opinion actually.
Yes,
All right. No problem. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's move on. Okay. So, okay. I'm just gonna give you opportunity. Who wanna go next? Raise your hands.
저요.
Okay, Sam. All right, Son. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
제 보기에는 한국 사람들은 예를 들면 예전에 제가 알바를 했어요. 그런데 일을 그만두었을 때 사장님 저한테 이렇게 말씀하셨어요. 나중에 한번 같이 밥 먹자라고 하셨어요. 그때 제가 그냥 사장님 저 밥을 초대하고 싶어서 그런 생각했어요. 그래서 그 뒤에 제가 왜 그 사장님 제가 다시 연락 안 했지 그렇게 궁금했어요. 그런데 제 친구 그런 이야기 해본 적이 있었어요. 한국 사람 그냥 예의를
예를 갖추다, like showing the respect or showing.
네. 한국 사람을 예를 갖추기 위해서 그런 말을 했어요.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. I completely understand your experience actually, but let me ask you one question, Son, in Korean. Everyone trying to guess what I'm asking her. So 선 씨는
네.
한국 사람과 같이 일했어요?
네, 그냥 알바를 했어요. 그 아이를 주었어요. 네, 한국 아이. 그냥 학교 버스 데려갔어요.
학교 버스를 데려갔어요. Okay. Okay. So my question was, 선 씨는 한국인과 같이 일했어요? Did you work with a Korean? And she said, yes, just a part-time job. To taking care of the kids. Yeah. Okay. And taking kids to the school bus example. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right, Son. Very good. Let me give you feedback quickly. 제 한국 사람들은 예를 들면 제가 알바를 했어요. Okay, yeah. We can cut the beginning just so we can directly start from here. 예전에 제가 알바를 했어요. But still I'm a little bit confusing because once I got to know you are work for Korean, I'm not sure that experience happened from Vietnam or happened from Korea. So I think you better be more specific, which is this part-time job happened in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, we put this way. 예전에 베트남에서 제가 알바를 했어요. Like that. 베트남에서. Yeah. Because once you talk about the working with a Korean, it sounds like Yeah, you worked in Korea. You've been in Korea. It sounds like that. So we better be more specific like this way. Otherwise, people would think like, oh, so how many times you've been in Korea or how many years you've been in Korea? They might gonna ask you this question. And then we need to fix the information. That's more jobs to do. So yeah, avoiding that like that. Okay. Any questions so far, Sam? Son?
없습니다.
Very good. By the way, son, your English is really good actually, and your Korean's very well. I don't see any problem for not attending classes actually. So yeah, I will expect and see you next week as well. Very good. Okay, so continue. Yeah. 일을 그만두었을 때 사장님이 저에게 이렇게 말씀하셨어요. 나중에 한번 같이 밥 먹자. So this is what your boss said, right? Eat meal one time.
Yes.
Or this is what you said. I'm confusing actually. So this is what you boss said it to you, or you said it to your boss. Who said that?
The boss.
Boss said that to you. Okay, okay, perfect. Yeah.
The kids mothers, they say that.
Perfect. Yeah. Yes. So in this case, is correct actually. The boss said to me, 저에게. Yes, to me. Later, let's eat meal together. 라고 하셨어요. Oh, perfect. She used the quotation here as well. 라고 하셨어요, everyone. Yeah. We saw the quotation briefly here. Where did I put? Yeah, here, 라고 하다. Quotation. Same thing. Yeah. Yeah, we sing frequently, so let me just quickly change the color for the quotation so you can recognize easily. I'm going to put blue color like that. Give me a few seconds. So, and we saw quotation here as well. 라고 하셨어요. This is a very useful grammar, everyone, quotation, especially when you talk about the past experience. Continue. 그때 제가 그냥 사장님께 밥을 초대하고 싶어서 그런 생각했어요. Yes. 그래서 그 뒤에 제가 왜 그 사장님 제가 다시 초대를 안 하는지 궁금해서. Yeah. In this case, we better finish the sentence this part. 궁금했어요. Like that. 궁금했어요. I was curious. I was curious about invite or not. And continue. 그런데 제 친구는 그런 이야기를 해본 적이 있어요. 제 친구, instead 제 친구가 제 친구와 with my friends. With my friend, we had a conversation. I have experience. I have experience here. I have experienced that conversation like that. 한국 사람, and we missing particle here. 한국 사람은. 얘를 갖추기 위해서, yes, yeah. Everyone, yeah is the one called Korean etiquette or Korean respectful culture. Yeah, etiquette. Let me put that as etiquette actually. 얘를 갖추기 위해서 그런 말을 했어요. Yeah. So 션 씨는 한국. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this was a question. Sorry. Okay. Yes. My answer to Sean actually, son. Yeah. Yes, this is a very common thing. Very common thing. Like you say to your friend, hey, let's go gather around, eat together, but it never happened most of the time. Yeah. So I hope you not get too sad or not get too offended actually. He definitely said, gather around and eat together, but he never, happened. Yeah, but I have to say, that's a pretty common thing in Korea, like a cultural things. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. That's a sad side actually. We said that, but never happened. Yeah. Any questions, son? So far, so good.
없습니다.
감사합니다, son. Yeah, more than I expected. You did a very well speech. Look at this. Not many things polishing actually. Very good. Okay, and now Joanne and Isa. And Petra and the Wase. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, we run out of time. So maybe why don't we make the group conversation in this case? Okay. But I want it to be a little bit slow down. Okay. So yes, Joanne is here. Joanne, you're there. Joanne. Joanne is not here. Wase, you there? Wase? Wase? I think that he had an internet connection problem, I guess. Yeah. Okay. And Joanne as well, internet connection problem, I guess. Okay. In that case, Isa, you there? Isa also kicked out? Oh, that's a sad actually. Okay. In that case, Petra. Yeah. It was just you. Okay, perfect. Petra, so let's make a sentence, but yes, I'm gonna help you. So if you don't know how to say some sentences in Korean, just tell me. We're gonna make it together. Yeah, let's go.
Can I just use English?
Yeah, for sure. Yes, but try as much as you can Korean, as much as you can. But yes, you can go for English, no problem.
Indonesia의 문화. 인도네시아는 많은 부족이 있기 때문에.
많은 부족이 있기 때문에.
내 생각에는 문화가 다릅니다.
문화가 다릅니다.
하지만 인도네시아에 어떤 사람들은 정말 매운 것을 좋아합니다. That's it, Sam.
Okay, all right. 많은 부족이 있기 때문에 내 생각에는 문화가 다릅니다. 하지만 인도네시아의 어떤 사람은 정말 매운 거 좋아합니다. Okay, Petra, let me just quickly ask you. Yeah, don't get offended or yeah, just checking actually. Did you use a translator?
Yes, a little.
Yes, I'm not trying to scolding you. I'm not saying like using translator is wrong. It is okay. But what I want to say actually, yeah, if you're using translator, it sounds like a robot actually. Yeah. But don't worry, it's not only Korean. Every single language is actually, if you're using translator, it sounds not natural. So I will tell you my opinion. Using translator is okay. Using translator is okay. But I recommend you use that when it's only urgent situation or when it's necessary. Yeah, really necessary. Otherwise, your Korean will not going to increase every time if you're using translator. Yeah. So here's the example. What kind of a case will be urgent case? For example, I'm a BTS fan. And the BTS just uploaded some sentences, like some situation in the maybe like what is it? The name called Instagram? Yeah, Instagram. So my Korean is bad. So, but I really want to know what they said. So I can use a translator in this moment. Yeah, because it's urgent, because it's a trend. I need to know right now what they said. So following those trends, I can use in translator. It is okay. Well, that is an urgent case of what I'm putting definition. But for example, you have a time for thinking about what is the cultural differences or what is my country about, like that. In that case, yes, I wanted to ask you, like, try to use the dictionary, not the translator, and find the word and combine with the grammars. But right now, the Petra used the translator, and I think it is good. It's a very good choice, actually, because I just directly ask her, say the sentences, and she used it. Well, this is urgent case as well, what I'm putting. So yes, very good. So here we go. Because of that, actually, sentences are good. Nothing to fix it. Every single Korean will understand what she said. But only thing is not natural. That's all. Okay, any questions so far? Anyone, any question? Any question about translation or anything?
Like how to make it to natural, like, yeah.
Yes, very good question. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do together right now. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy this whole paragraph here, and I'm going to change some several syllables or grammars. So here, 인도네시아의 문화. Well, I believe that was a title, so we're going to separate, but also consider we are speaking. So we better finish the sentence like this way. 인도네시아의 문화는 also we should have a competitive, actually. We are talking about the cultural differences, right? So if I say blah 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 와 달라요, like that, it is a difference. And here I recommend you maybe put the country name, 나라 이름. Let me put it this way, 나라 이름, country name. Yeah. So Indonesia culture is a different with this country. Yeah. And 인도네시아는 in Indonesia 많은 부족이 있기 때문에 this is the part I immediately know she used a translator, because normally we don't say the 부족. 부족, probably what she used translator is might be showing up the another meaning, but the 부족 we normally call as a tribe, actually tribe. So when we use the word English tribe, when we talk about the ancient civilization, like cavemen's, when they make a group of a fighting group of the group of the people, like trying to survive. Yeah, that's the part we call the group 부족, actually. So now let me ask to Petra. Petra, what you trying to say about the Indonesia? In Indonesia, there are a lot of what?
There are a lot of tribes, so the culture is different.
A lot of a tribe. Okay, you literally decide to using tribe, word tribe, actually. But are you sure? Is there any another English word you're trying to use it instead of tribe?
No.
Because it is sounds like the go back to ages, like before Jesus Christ. Yeah, it sounds like the ancient, actually. Yeah, as I mentioned, like this is like an ancient civilization word I'm saying. Yeah. So let me change, actually. So what she trying to say was a tribe, when nowadays I would like to say 인도네시아에는 많은 다른 다른. Oh, anyone who have a suggestion?
Communities, maybe.
Community. Yeah, that's great, actually. I would like to go for that way. Community. Yes. community가 있기 때문에. Thank you for good suggestion, Yesenia. Very good. Yeah. Okay, exactly. So again, for helping Petra, let me show you what is a 부족 looks like. Yeah, this is a 부족 looks like. These are bujuk looks like. So let me confirm one last time. Petria, you're trying to say in Indonesia, lots of those tribes? Is that what you're trying to say? It's a different tribe. Is it? Yeah, exactly. Yes. So that's the thing, actually, you can see. Yeah, you need to decide the word correctly, like which situation, which word we're using. So yes, nowadays, more than 21st century, I would like to using community. Yes, thank you so much for Yesenia. Good suggestion. So 인도네시아에는 많은 다른 커뮤니티가 있기 때문에 내 생각에는 문화가 다릅니다. Okay, this part as well. So what Petra trying to say is on my thoughts, culture is a difference. But these culture differences, let me ask to Petra, you talk about the different culture in between the community inside of Indonesia or another country?
Inside in Indonesia.
Inside of Indonesia. Okay. In that case, we better mention like this way. 내 생각에는 인도네시아 안에서 많은 문화가 instead of 다릅니다. 많은 문화가 있습니다. Okay. In that case, now we are very clear, actually. The first sentence, actually, now this one, we can delete. I was leaving this sentence because my question was trying to compare cultural differences, comparing this country and this country. But what Petra want to say is inside of Indonesia, different cultures. So we're just going to eliminate this sentence. Instead that, we're going to put this sentence as a first sentence, like that. And now the sentence structure is perfect. In Indonesia, there are many different cultures. In Indonesia, many different communities. Because of that, on my thoughts, and some Indonesians, are very much about the spicy food, like that. And this part for making natural, we're gonna delete several things like this way. We don't need using 하지만 actually. So let me erase it. 내 생각에는 인도네시아의 어떤 사람들은 정말 매운 instead of 음식을 좋아합니다. Yes. Although this part, let me decrease a little bit more. We can just delete this part completely. 인도네시아 어떤, we're gonna put in beginning, 어떤, which 인도네시아 사람, like this way, 사람들은. So some of Indonesia people, some of Indonesian, actually more better recommendation will be this one actually. Some of Indonesians, yeah. 약간의, like this way, 약간, little bit. So Indonesians of little bit. This is what we normally say, liberal translation. Some of Indonesians actually using possessing. Yeah, 정말 매운 음식을 좋아합니다. Okay. Yeah, this will be my statements, Petra. Actually, somehow this one meant to be speaking class, but it became a translation class. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Petra, any question?
No, Sam, thank you.
No problem.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Practice.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm saying the using translator is very good right now because I'm asking you a question and I'm not sure how to say. But let's try to do this way, Petra. If you can, after this class, I will ask you some several question, basic question, and I want you to try answer in Korean. It doesn't matter making perfect sentence. Just try to use the Korean word what you know. As I said, doesn't matter about the making perfect sentence. Just try to use a knowledge what you have in Korean. And don't try not using translator because this time it's not the urgent thing. I'm giving you a lot of time. I'm giving you 1 week to try to make a sentences. Yeah, so try to do that. And meanwhile, if you have a question, you can also ask me as well. Okay, Petra, that's your personal assignment. Actually, I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. All right. Any one of you have some questions, by the way? Any one of you questions?
선생님,
Yes, Enia.
just to follow up with the second conversation, could you translate it one per one? So
The what sunset?
yeah, because I don't understand it at all. I mean, so.
Okay, no problem. Okay, yeah, let me make it quickly. So yes, this gonna be the video, which is a recorded video, so you can check from the YouTube. Because we run out of time. The reason why I'm saying that because I'm just gonna mention about the meanings, and I'm not going to writing down because we run out of time. But you can keep reviewing the video. Okay, so let's go. So first sentence actually, 예전 means before, using the timeline. And the 했어요, did, and the 알바 is a part-time. So 제 is for calling me is a polite way. So in this case, I did part-time job in where? As of from where? Vietnam's. And when? Before. So literal translation will be I had a part-time job before in the Vietnam's. That will be do. Continue. 그런데, but this part, this sentence. Yeah. So here's another thing actually. When you translate the sentences, but whenever you see the te, you're going to start off from that. What is the function for that? That meaning is a moment. So starting from that, go to backwards for translating. That's the easy way to do. Again, whenever you see the Korean sentence, whenever you see the te, starting from that to go backwards. So like this way. So that means a moment. Moment, 그만두다, to quit. And what she quit? 일, work. So moment quit the job. But the moment to quit the job, 사장님, boss, 말씀하셨어요? It's the same as a 말하다, to speak, but using honorific one. So boss said to me, 이렇게, like this, 이렇다, from the infinitive verb 이렇다, to be it. Sorry, to how it be. So what he said is this way. 나중에 한번 같이 밥 먹자. Eat meal, 밥 meal, 같이, together, 한 번. Quantity noun, 번, for times, from the number one. So one time, 나중에, later, 라고 하셨어요. This is a quotation. So quotation of the boss. So this part is all including actually. If I say this sentence more shorter like that, 사장님이 저에게 나중에 한번 같이 밥 먹자라고 하셨어요. What I'm saying, this part is not necessary because already we are very being clear for who said that this quotation and the to who is me. So this part is really skippable. Yeah. Mention over there, actually, let me put that as a gray color. Give me a second. This way, yeah. Okay. And the continue. 그때, moment, it moment. In English, with that moment, simply, regular translation. That moment, 제가 그냥 사장님께, to the boss, just, so I said, not he said, sorry, the finish with 생각을 했어요. So I thought, I did think. I thought simply. I thought just to the boss 밥을 초대하고 싶어서. Yeah. Wish to 하고 싶다. Wish to 초대 invitation 초대 밥 for the meal. So literal translation will be try not to do literal translation. Literal translation does not make sense. Literal translation. Try to do that. So at that moment, I thought just to the boss, I wish to invite him. 그런 생각, like 생각, thought, 그렇다. Again, using the 그렇다 here. 그렇다, 이렇다 was same purpose, how it be. So what is this thought, by the way? So here, she wanted to invite her boss. She wanted to invite her boss. In this case, context will be like that. But actually, who invited was her boss. But what she wanted trying to say in the context, right now we're talking about the cultural differences and what she thought this part. What she thought is talking about the topic what you're talking, which is the cultural differences, not about the what boss said. So that's a little bit confusing part. So I'm going to separate the paragraph like that. So continue. 그래서 because of that, 그 뒤에 after that, 제가 왜 그 사장님 제가 다시 초대를 안 하는지 궁금했어요. 궁금했어요. I was so curious. 지 알다 모르다 grammar. Do know, do not know. 초대를 안 하다. Not invite. So I was so curious why he's not inviting me, or yes, he invited me or not inviting me. And 다시 again 사장님 제가 왜 그 사장님 제가 so that boss, talking about the boss we are talking in the before. 그 뒤에, this 그 뒤에 is talking about the after all this thing happened in the beginning when boss suggests to her. Okay, so after this thing happened, I was why I was curious about that boss, why not inviting me, why he's not inviting me. I was curious actually. Yeah. Actually, this part we better say 저를 actually inviting me. So 저를 actually sorry. Let me put this way. Yeah. Inviting me. And the continue. 그런데 제 친구와 그런 이야기를 해본 적이 있어요. Yeah. I have an experience. 저기 있다. Having an experience that 그런 이야기. Story like that with my friends. Yeah. Continue. Korean. Yeah. Korean etiquette. 갖추기 위해서. There's a very specific verb for the yeah actually. 갖추다. Which is a be prepared. Be prepared about the etiquette. And the 위해서 for being prepared of the etiquette. Who's the one prepared? Korean. And the 그런 말을 했어요. Did speak like that. Yes. Talking about this Korean person, well, we can put that as a 사장님, same actually. Okay, that was the translation. Okay. So yes, I wanted to check a video again, this class video, yes, and yeah, and try to assemble for all the information. So far, I gave it to you. Then it will make sense. Okay. Any question? So far, so good.
Sir, can you send it to the group so I will learn it again?
Oh, yes, Petra, no problem. So actually, Petra, I would like to check your level just quickly, actually. Petra, can you introduce yourself in Korean? Maybe this time, try not using translator. Can you?
Okay, I try. Okay. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 저는 페트라입니다. 저 인도네시아 사람입니다. 저 학생이에요. That's it.
Very good, actually. Yeah, the very good introduction, actually. Yeah, nothing to fix it. Perfect, perfect. Very good, actually. Your speaking is very well. I think just a vocabulary problem, maybe, or a bit of a grammar for making sentences. What if I asking you, Petra? What about this? Try to answer my question. 페트라는 무슨 학교 가요? 무슨 학교 가요?
Sorry, what's that mean?
Yeah. 무슨 학교를 가요? Actually, sorry, I forgot the object particle as well. 학교를 가다. Petra, what is meaning 가다?
Go.
Perfect. What is meaning 학교?
School.
Very good. What is meaning 무슨?
I don't know.
무슨 meaning is what, actually. So try to put all together. I'm asking to you, Petra. Petra, what school go? So lever translation will be, what do you think I'm asking to you? What do you think? Any thoughts, Petra?
Wait, I'm confused.
Actually, my question purpose is what school? Sorry, what? Sorry, what school you go? Simply, what school you go? So purpose of the question is, I don't know how old are you from these sentences. That is why I wanted to ask you this question, actually. So what school you go? What school you go to? Talking about the 대학교 or 중학교 or 고등학교. Those kind of a school, or maybe 초등학교, but I think you're not that young actually. 초등학교, yeah. So which school you go? Which school? Yeah.
What's high school? First grade of high school. Yeah.
Perfect. Can you recognize which one is a high school, by the way, perhaps?
I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Here, this is a high school. So let's try to make a sentence, Petra. So here's a high school. So what you're gonna make a sentence is, I am high school student. I am high school student. So I'm gonna give you resources. 나 고등학교 학생입니다. Or 이에요. Or 예요, depends on. Yeah. Okay. So try to assemble those information. Try to make it as a sentence. I am a high school student.
Wait, okay.
Oh, yes and yeah. You know how to say, right? For sure. Don't say the answer. Yes and yeah. Yeah, don't say the answer. Yes.
나는 학생 고등학교입니다.
학생 고등학교입니다. Very good. Very nice try. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So here's the grammar, what you need to know actually. Here we go. So when you say 고등학교 and plus 학생 like together, that's how we say the what school student you are. Yeah. Which is we can put all together like this way. 대학교 학생 or 중학교 학생, 초등학교 학생, all like that. Yeah, like that. Also, instead of 학생, we can put that as a 교사 or 선생님 as well. Yeah, like that. 교사, professor, 선생님, teacher, like that. So what I'm trying to say, location and after profession. Location and profession. Location and profession. Well, let me separate 선생님 to the next one. Yeah. Location, 중학교, and profession, like that. Or 초등학교, maybe the 교장님. 교장님 is a principal. So principal of the elementary school, like that. Yeah. So yes, if you knew this grammar, you could answer correctly. So your answer has to be 나는 고등학교 학생입니다. Like that. Yeah. Can you say one more time, Petra? Let's go.
나는 고등학교 학생입니다.
Very good. By the way, Petra, your reading is perfect. Actually, your pronunciation is perfect. Reading is very good, actually. I think we just need to work on the grammars and the vocabularies. Then you will be speaking very well for sure. I guarantee. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well done. Well done. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some like a homework for this to you, Petra. Sorry, like some basic sentences, but I will give you resources like that, and you might need to use some grammars. You might need to look up some internet, so find some grammars actually. How you can find the grammars, by the way? Yeah, you can search it like this way: Korean grammar and the English. Yeah, grammar, what you need to use it, put together and try to find. It might be difficult, don't worry, but we have a Kakao group, right? Use your resources, use your classmates, ask them, they will help you. Okay. All right, any one of you, any other question?
Sam,
Hello, Leah.
네.
Sorry, Leah. Sorry?
Yeah, I
I'm so sorry, Leah. I mean, can you see these like bouncing loud sounds from your audio? Yeah. All right. Yes, now I can hear you better. Yeah, can you say again?
I would like to see the story one, the first story.
First story, yes. At the beginning here. What yes and yes said? This one?
페루를 여기 있니?
Peru 사람? This part or which part? Here, this part?
페루, yes. 집에 왔어. 우리는 그러지만
페루를
어디지?
Take your time, no worry. Take your time. Try to find it. The word was you have a question. Yes. Yes, son. Do you have a question? As well?
I think
네. I found it.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay, where is it?
나는 페루를 아니면 페루에 돌아가야 했어요.
페루를 okay, this part, right? This part?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
mean Peru or perure.
Perue. So your question is
Instead of
Peru.
ru.
Instead of very good question. Well,
No.
my answer is both are okay. Both are okay because
Wow.
yes, we are talking about the Peru location. So yes, we can using location particle, but also sentence finish with a action like a verb finish with a verb. So we can also using object of particle actually. So 페루를 돌아가야 했어요, or 페루에 돌아가야 했어요. Yeah, both are okay actually. There's nothing differences actually. Well, of course have a differences, of course, yeah. Well, I would like to say if you're using object of particle, more focusing on the finishing verb, but if you're using location particle, maybe I recommend you if the sentence that more need to focusing on the location, like where you have to go, Peru. In the case, so depends on what context you are focusing on, we decide which grammar is better. Yeah, that will be my answer actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Sam,
Yes,
Son?
thank you, sir.
Do you have- No problem.
없습니다.
Okay, very good. Yeah, yeah, the probably, let me see. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I need your opinion. I need your opinion actually. Yeah, starting from the Sun, how do you feel? How do you feel about this class? Because that was kind of a first time we're doing it, like sharing the opinion, not the actual conversation. What do you think?
Yes,
You prefer the?
I
Sorry?
really like your conversation class really because I studied Korean 1 year ago, but I just I don't study Korean because for a job, just for fun. So I don't keep study a long time. I forget, and I'm very happy to join your class so I can speak Korean again a long time.
That's good, actually. I hope I didn't make it too hard classes. Actually, I hope so. Yeah. But thank you for sharing, Son. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. What about, let me ask you, Yesenia. Yesenia, you have experience for actual conversation class like a previous one, and comparing with a today class, how do you feel?
I feel this one is better because we're sharing more than grammar, we're also sharing experience, and I think that complement the grammar and make it deep for us. Like you will never forget something like instead of the others before.
Okay, thank you so much for your opinion, Yesenia. Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, yeah, teaching like this way is more difficult for me actually, but more than conversation, because having a conversation, I just need to type in, you know.
You're right.
Yeah, it's just as a teacher, just giving you my opinion. But yeah, well, if this is more helpful, then I will go for this way actually. Thank you for your opinion, Yesenia. Thank you. Okay, Petra, what about you? Any question?
No, but I want to give my opinion about this class. Thank you for you, and yeah, in my opinion, you can make the class come alive, and you such a good person, and you can make people you don't make people afraid to study Korean, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Petra. That was a very kind of you. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. So as I said, Petra, for you personally, I'm gonna give you some extra tasks so you can work on it. Okay. And yes, don't be afraid, as you said. Yeah, try not to be afraid. Just asking your question to your classmates or to me. We're gonna answer to you kindly all the time. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for today. Today class was very interesting for me as well. The first time, like it makes me feel like giving a translation class. Yeah, but anyway. Okay. I wish you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next week. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Wonderful. Thank you very
감사합니다.
much. Bye bye. Have a good morning. Have a good evening. Thank
Yeah.
you.